Prince Harry has given a firm warning, saying there's no going back to the royal family. He's clear that things have changed permanently and can't be fixed. Curious about what happened and how the royal family responded. Hello friends, welcome to the King YouTube channel. Please help friend press the subscribe button because subscribing is free. I love you all. Back to topic. Well, the Duke of Hypocrisy has been distant from his family, the royal family, ever since he and his wife, Meghan Markle, quit their royal duties and moved to California in 2020. Recently, there have been hopes for a possible reconciliation between the two sides after Harry hurried back home upon learning that his father, King Charles, was diagnosed with cancer. However, Paul Burrell, who worked for the late Princess Diana for a decade until her passing, strongly believes that Harry has said too much and that Prince William has had enough of him speaking for the family. The former royal butler remarked that there is no place for Harry in the royal circle. It makes me wonder why it's been said that Harry rushed back to see his father after the cancer diagnosis when he was actually in the UK to handle court paperwork. But I guess claiming he came for his father sounds more intriguing, even though it's not true. Also, the royal family barely knows Harry and Meghan's children. It's doubtful they'd be swayed by essentially strangers. Their children might be used to win over their grandfather, other royal family members, and the British public, but it probably won't succeed. Even Netflix recently confirmed how much attention they attract, whether for good or bad reasons. It really seems like Harry is following in the footsteps of his late great-uncle. Remember, his Uncle David also believed he could have 1 foot in and 1 foot in and 1 foot out. At first, he even thought he could still be king and marry the twice-divorced American Wallis Simpson. But once he made that choice, he quickly realized he lost his power and his place at the table. He only returned to the UK for his mother's and brother's funerals, and otherwise, he was not welcomed. He lived a miserable and very angry life, and I think Harry might face a similar future. I mean, it didn't work back then, and it's not going to work now. This whole idea of being half in and half out. I think the only place they both belong is with their foot straight up where the sun doesn't shine. And let's not forget how Harry and Meghan have used their illnesses and public absences to try to make themselves look better and stir up trouble for the monarchy, especially for William and Catherine. There's little doubt in my mind that this mess is their fault, especially with Scooby-Doo pushing this narrative. One thing we can't deny is that Harry and Meghan played the wrong games with Prince William. He's not someone to mess with. He's a no-nonsense kind of man, and the survival of the monarchy is his priority. He has so much pride and determination to fulfill his ancestors' mission, but Prince Harry's mission seems to be solely focused on making Meghan happy and giving her whatever she wants. Meghan wants to be the queen, but that's unlikely to happen. She desires to reign over England, the Commonwealth, and Hollywood with all the big celebrities curtsying to her. However, that's a dream Prince Harry can never fulfill. It's true that Harry's intelligence isn't very impressive. Does he not read or understand what people think about him in the UK? He comes off as incredibly arrogant, often ignoring other people's reactions. Despite being told there's no going back for him, his ego won't let him drop the subject. But most people don't really care about Harry or Meghan Markle for that matter. I mean, the British public has made it clear to Harry he can't have the same level of security as the king or his older brother because he's not nearly as important. The case was lost and it cost taxpayers millions. Harry should let it go. It's not right for him to take officers off the street when they could be helping people facing horrible crimes. So no, Harry, give up on this dream of having 10 armed officers on call and a convoy of cars like the President of the US. It's just about feeling important. His narcissistic wife wants it too. The truth is, he's not important. He's irrelevant. And remember how Meghan Markle rolls down the car window anyway? Yeah, that doesn't seem like someone who feels in danger. Harry went into so much detail about the helicopter shooting score, indicating that if he wins against the royal family and the state on this, it'll never end. If Harry won that case, it'd mean police protection could be bought by anyone. So if he wants security and privacy, he needs to pay for it himself. And as for privacy, maybe Harry and Meghan should have thought about that before hiring paparazzi to follow them around. I can't imagine the royal family welcoming Harry back when he can't be trusted. And Meghan can't be too fine either. If Harry has regrets, let him live with them. Nobody cares at this point. His life might be a constant struggle from now on. And you know what? Nobody's going to care. So I can only hope they don't try to return to the UK. I don't think anyone has been as awful towards the royal family as Harry has. The crazy thing is, he's part of the family, he lived a life of wealth and privilege, then turned around and adopted this victim narrative. Meghan Markle probably encouraged it, but neither of them are victims. And what about Harry's allowance? He got what, like $1 million a year from his father, and he lived in a royal grace and favor property, so he didn't have to pay a mortgage. He wasn't struggling to pay for gas or electricity like most people in the UK are right now. All we see now is this toxic pair flying around on private jets, going on lavish vacations. Most of us can only dream of the luxuries they enjoy. So, no, we don't feel sorry for them. Let those two try coming back to Britain for a holiday and see how many people line up to see them. Not many. They're shunned by high society, the royal family, and even by A-listers in Hollywood because they've spent years trashing the royal family and drama follows them everywhere. Who would want to connect themselves to them now? They've wasted a lot of money on clothes that don't fit Meghan well and private jets, while the rest of us work hard. We're in customer-facing roles in retail, spend hours on sales calls, or are teachers, doctors, and firefighters. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are on this perfect vacation, spending more money in a week than most of us make in a year. Even if we could forget all the insults and personal attacks, let's just pretend they never happened. Harry coming back to the UK would also mean Meghan comes back to the UK. Just think back to the days before they started this whole hate fest. Meghan, to be more specific, did everything she could to overshadow other family members, even the late Queen, because she always has to promote herself. They even stole poor Janie's thunder by announcing Meghan's pregnancy at her wedding. How low can she go? If they came back to the UK, it would be a nightmare. But with this information, it's quite a relief. The Puerto Rico efforts from the Montecito pair seem like a delusion, hoping to pressure the royal family into giving in to their demands. First, they want this half in, half out deal, or maybe 3/4 out and 1/4 in, but only on their terms, of course, and only for the most glamorous occasions. They're using all their royal connections as much as they can, trying to put pressure on the royal family and hoping they'll withdraw. They even hope William will give up his position as king so Harry and Meghan can take over. I mean, if Harry even thought he could use Catherine's photo embarrassment as an opening for his brother, Meghan sending Scooby-Doo online to attack the royal family today has destroyed that idea. There's only ever been one possible route back for Harry, and it was never through the king, but always through his brother William. And that route has never been easy. So I don't think either option 1 or option 2 is going to happen, at least not while Prince William is in line to inherit the crown. William won't jeopardize his son, Prince George's rightful chance of becoming king in the future. So Harry, dream on, it's not going to happen. And I don't even think Harry wants to be king. He just wants money without putting in any work. He doesn't want to put in any effort to earn wealth, but he wants a lot. Harry lacks talent, marketable skills, and hasn't acquired any job skills lately. Like I said, dream on, Harry, you're not even the spare anymore. Prince George recently took over. The information about Prince Harry having no way back because the royal family has drawn a line in the sand is significant. How do you feel about this information? Please leave a comment to let me know. If you have an interesting topic you want me to cover, suggest it in the comments. And don't forget to support me with a like, share, and subscribe to the King YouTube channel. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.